Last Tuesday, John Riggs made a life or death decision. The fishing boat he and his family were on began sinking. Riggs knew the only way he could get help was to swim for it. It would be a long and very difficult journey. Jeff Pegues sat down with the family. He's on Deal Island, Maryland, for a story that you will see only on CBS This Morning. Jeff, good morning to you.
Good morning, Gail. This is where John Riggs came to shore after his heroic 5-hour swim through the choppy waters of the Chesapeake Bay here behind me. His ordeal and that of his family began as they were fishing from their boat in the water behind me. The boat overturned. There were 5 of them on board, ranging in age from 3 to 70. The boat was going under. They had to make a decision. It was around 7 p.m. Land was miles away.
I pretty much knew from the get-go what kind of trouble we were in.
It was getting dark. A storm was rolling in.
John looked at me and he said, should I swim for it? And I looked at him and I said, yeah. And he said, you're going to owe me a pair of shoes. Because he had to kick off his shoes. And I laughed. And he started swimming.
How choppy was the water while you were swimming?
Probably 2 or 3 foot seas. Enough to keep you from getting your breath right. You know, the smashing in your face, you know, while you're trying to swim. That was a problem.
He didn't know how far the shoreline really was. Behind him, 4 members of his family, including sister Contessa, her 3-year-old son Conrad, and their 9-year-old niece Emily. They gripped the bow tightly as they bobbed in the water, getting stung by jellyfish. Were you overwhelmed at any point, emotionally?
I think that if Conrad, my son, and Emily hadn't been there, I probably would have lost it. So it was really just about staying calm, being reassuring.
Emily, did you know you were that good a swimmer?
No.
No? So what was it that kept you holding on?
Just thinking about when we could drink hot chocolate and get warm, put a blanket around me. As for John, he had to find a way to keep himself going. So was there any point where you felt like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to make this?
Yeah, a lot of times. Then I just get thinking, you know, something happened to them out there, and I didn't do everything possible. You know, I'd never be able to live with myself.
John finally reached land. At 1 a.m., 5 hours after leaving his family behind, he made it to a woman's front door. It was early in the morning. They called 911.
And your name?
My name's John Riggs.
Okay, are you on the boat now?
No, I swam ashore.
You what?
I've been swimming since sundown to get to shore.
John and Contessa are hearing the call for help for the first time. Contessa, what do you think?
Amazing how calm you were. I would have lost it after they kept asking all those questions. I mean, like, just do something.
The next morning, 7.5 hours after their boat had capsized, they were rescued.
There's a part of it that doesn't seem real. Like, it seems like maybe it was just a dream, or even worse, that, you know, this is just a dream and I'm still out on that boat holding on.
So, you know, you're a hero.
I don't feel like it. Hero Superman or something like that. I'm just a family man just trying to take care of my family.
Contessa says she's going to get John that pair of shoes that she promised him before he made that 5-hour swim. Fortunately, through all this, no serious injuries, scrapes and bruises, sore muscles. That's it. They really credit their life vests for saving their lives out there, and of course, Uncle John. Gail, Nora, Charlie.
Hey, Jeff, do you happen to know how old John Riggs is?
I'm sorry, Gail?
Do you happen to know how old John Riggs is?
John Riggs is 46 years old and a strong, strong man.
I'll say. Thank you, Jeff. That's an amazing story. I guess your adrenaline kicks in when something like that happens to you.
Yeah, 5 hours in rough seas.
Amazing story.